shift my focus to the other news. The U.S. President Donald Trump has said that his administration is considering attacking drug cartels entering the United States through land. This comes after the U.S. military struck several boats carrying illicit drugs from Venezuela. The U.S.-Venezuela tensions continue to rise with reports of U.S. military attack on Venezuela. Earlier, Venezuela's President Maduro stated that he is ready to declare a state of emergency in the event of a U.S. military attack. The U.S. had also previously deployed a major naval fleet in the Caribbean Sea and carried out a series of airstrikes against the drug cartels moving towards U.S. Now, the U.S. is mulling action against the drug cartels coming to the United States through land. Right. Andrew Latham on the telecast with me. Thank you very much, Andrew. And of course, I would like to understand from you about this offensive of the American administration on Venezuelan boats. And of course, there have been a number of people who have died in the American military strikes that have targeted these Venezuelan boats. America continues to claim that these are illicit drug cartels that America is targeting. But the president of Venezuela, Maduro, has a different opinion altogether. He claims that this is an attack on Venezuelan sovereignty. This is an attempt by the Trump administration to ouster the government, to create turmoil within the country. How do you think things are going to play out? Because there has been support that has been shown by other South American nations to Venezuela in wake of the American vessels, warheads, submarines at this point of time that have been strategically placed in the Caribbean.
Well, I think both presidents are shading the unfolding reality to suit their own political purposes. This is not about regime change in Venezuela. So President Maduro is misstating that reality, nor is it merely about interdicting drug flows into the United States. President Trump is misrepresenting that reality. What in fact is going on here, and this is the intersection of a number of things, but what's going on here is that Venezuela has fallen increasingly into the orbit of China and has long-standing relationships with Russia, neither of which sit well with an American president who still sees, in very deep historical terms, Latin America as part of the American sphere of influence. So as much as anything else, this is about signaling to the Maduro government that perhaps it's time for them to shift their orientation. That's not going to happen. So we're going to get an increasing tempo of collisions and clashes between the U.S. and Venezuelan forces. And all of that then is triggering historical memories on the part of other Latin American nations who have historically also been on the receiving end of American claims that the Caribbean or the Latin America is somehow America's natural sphere of influence, the so-called Monroe Doctrine, which goes back more than a century. So I see this process unfolding, continuing to unfold, rather. I see the frictions growing. I don't think President Maduro is going to change his policy. I don't think President Trump is going to change his. And really the question is how many external or other actors are going to be drawn into the fray.
Right, absolutely. Andrew, thank you very much for sharing those views. I'm going to shift my focus to the other big development that is